Hi, this is Angelo, owner of AppealUnfairPropertyTax.com, where you never pay a percentage to fight your Cook County property taxes. Now, this is going to be a video that I've wanted to do for a really long time, where I just speak really from the heart, and to be honest, it's going to piss off a lot of lawyers, and it's going to piss off a lot of attorneys, and to be honest, I really don't care. So, they've caused us problems in the past. They've tried to. To give you the full scoop of this and to give you an idea how the behind-the-scenes stuff works, they actually had us investigated a few years ago for the illegal practice of law, and we passed. That's why we're still here. You got to be fighting. You have a right to choose. You do not need a lawyer. But this video is going to be called What Your Lawyer, Your Property Tax Appeal Lawyer, Does Not Want You to Know. Here we go. Number one, all of them send out flyers that sound like only pay when you get reduced. And the homeowner thinks I'm only going to write a check when my dollars go down, especially first-time customers, first time around the block doing this. They're thinking I have to, if my taxes go from $7,000 to $6,000, okay, they did their job, I'll cut a check. Some of the flyers sound like only pay when you win. And that registers as, oh, they got a guarantee. Doesn't say we guarantee a reduction. They can't. No one can in this business. They get filed by the thousands, walked in, mailed in, submitted online. And for 30 days, they just take them all in, and then a bunch of case reviewers are left behind closed doors, and they get 60 to 90 days to make all the decisions that come back to your mailbox. So the other thing they say is, oh yeah, we do take 33 to 50%, but we only charge the first year only. So this is true. If you appeal in the first year, it's a 3-year cycle. It will usually stay to the end of the cycle as long as no building permits or construction is done. Whenever you make it nicer, the county can say, oh, it's nicer now, it's worth more, we can raise the taxes. They don't have to wait for the normal 3-year cycle. Now, the other thing is, most homeowners don't know where they are in the 3-year cycle. So we'll get back to that in a second. Back to the first one, only pay when you get reduced. The big joke, when they mail their contracts, there is no mention of the words dollars. It's assessed value. In Cook County, every 3 years, the county gets to raise your assessed value, depending on where you are on that map back there. That's the map of Cook County. I'm pointing to it right there. It's kind of hard for you to see, I'm sure. But it's basically 30 miles around Chicago, and it's cut into 3 sections. North of Chicago, city of Chicago, south of Chicago. Every year, it just puts its finger on one of the 3 and says, okay, screwing with this one, it's going up. A year later, the bills come out. Now, the problem is a lot of people don't see that warning letter because it goes to their mortgage when the taxes are paid by the mortgage. So they find out when it actually hits the bank, okay? They miss the whole first year of appealing. Now, in 2016, the northern chunk, Evanston all the way to Barrington, our average client increase was 31%. Then they came down and did the far south, poor struggling neighborhoods, Cicero, Berwyn, Bremen, Palos, Tenley Park, Calumet, to name a few, 41%. Think this is BS? Let me tell you why it's not. We are the #1 state that people are leaving. The county is not losing the money. No place are they leaving faster than here. A year and a half ago, I sent an article to our clients from Forbes that showed 110,000 people left. I think they predicted 5,000 millionaires left in that group, along with their businesses and all the taxes that used to pay. The county's not going to lose the money. The tax burden is just going to get transferred to the guy who's stuck here. The money our clients save, the county doesn't lose it. They just get it from those that are stuck, or the guy that's doing nothing. So you never want to be the guy doing nothing in the #1 place that people are leaving. Trust me on this. Now, about their thing. So they're thinking, I'll only pay when dollars go down. When they mail the contract, there's no mention of dollars. It's assessed value. If you live in Chicago, this is the year you really want to lose the lawyer before Chicago opens. And some Chicago areas are going to open as soon as April 16th. If you go up 40% and your lawyer lowers it 30%, guess what? You're still going up 10% a year from now. And the lawyer's going to send you a big fat bill saying that 30% saved you $2,000, of which you owe him half, or a third, $1,000 and a half, or $600 at a third. It's crazy, crazy money. And a year later, your taxes are still going up $700-800. That 10%. So they're not going down at all. They don't tell you that this is covered all in the small print of the contract you sign. And don't worry, we're going to get to that later on, what you can do about it. Number 2. While they say, oh, we only charge for the first year only, correct. What if you're signing up in your 3rd year? Let me tell you how that works. I used to love meeting a customer in the 3rd year when I used to take a percentage. My first invoice is right next to those pictures. You're welcome to come in and take a look. It was for an Evanston house who signed a 50% contract back when we used to take a percentage. She was taking forever to pay me, and I called her up and said, hey, if you pay me in the next 3 days, I'll cut it in half to 25%. My bill was still $657. Crazy money. Now, get this. If you meet a customer in the third year, great, and you get them down $2,000, the next thing you do is say, hey, can I get 2 refunds for, well, depending on what they're reduced for, can I get a refund for this year $2,000 and this year $2,000? If you get checks, look at your contract for certificate of error. This is covering this scenario. They will get paid 25 to 50% of all your checks, plus that $2,000 for the year you're going down. So they can get paid 3 times on a 1-year contract. It's all in there. It's all in their favor. A lot of them have late fees and penalties. Now, what can you do about it? This is going to be the part where if you're a lawyer, you should stop now, go, for a walk, or at a minimum, take your blood pressure medicine because it's about to get real. So, what the lawyers don't want you to know is that if those 2 30-day windows aren't open at either agency, you have the legal right to drop representation at any time. And it's great if your area hasn't opened yet, because if you stop him now, he cannot submit on day 1. And if he cannot submit on day 1, he cannot gouge you for 30 to 50%. Most of us, when we think about breaking contracts, we think about our cell phone, like it's going to cost us money to leave. Most of these lawyers do not have any kind of cancellation fee, I know there's a couple that take a little flat fee up front. You might eat that, 50, 75 bucks, whatever, who cares? You're going to cost yourself thousands if you continue riding out this year with them. Now, maybe the first place already open for you. Maybe you're in between the agencies. Great, stop them now. Don't let them get to that next agency. So it's very easy to fire a lawyer. Just Google it. How to fire a lawyer. Well, if you Google that, it's going to intimidate you a little bit, like transfer all my files to my new lawyer. This is not like a murder case. Basically, you can Google end client attorney relationship. There's like a form you can download. Easy. And it basically says this: as of today's date and time, do not do anything else on my property located at ... I am aware that my township is not open yet. I will not be responsible for anything you file after today's date. We suggest you send it in email and print it, sign it, mail it in, because you're supposed to do that. But with email, you can prove what you said and when. Cover your ass. We're a family business. We swear a little bit. So we actually took a survey. Our clients prefer it. Go figure. We're 5 stars on Facebook, 5 stars on Yelp, A+ with the Better Business Bureau, 5 stars on Google. Google, Facebook, Yelp, all 5 stars, A+ with the Better Business Bureau, and we have a guarantee. We're trying to save you. You have the right to drop the lawyer, lose the lawyer. Don't take it personally. We guarantee he's got thousands of people just like you lined up that he's going to gouge, rake over the coals for 33 to 50%, but it's unnecessary. Now, if you hit the website, cookcountyassessor.com, you can search for those appeal dates, and while you're there, search for your property address. When you get your property up, hit the appeal history tab. If your guy's been filing there, we actually give them credit because most don't. They skip it and they wait for the better agency, the Board of Review. While you're there, though, we're willing to bet if he does file there, he's making the second biggest mistake mentioned on our website, and that is that he's only filing every 3 years. This is old school. What year is he filing? Take a guess. The year you go up, where he's going to make a killing. You're not worth it the other 2 years. When there's only a couple $100 out there, and you're not worth a third of a couple $100 on an attorney's time, you're worth it to us. If your house is over by $200 more than the neighbors, we'll take you, because 200 times 3 is $600. You got to be fighting. These are hard times. Doing nothing is going to cost you. If your guy's only filing every 3 years, we used to file every 3 years when property value was always going up. Nobody ever heard of losing money on a house. That was fine. You help a guy in the first year, leave him alone for 3. Every 3 years, you call him up, get him back on board. Now that property value is so damn shaky and property value is doing this in most of the areas, you want to fight each and every year. When you go into one of those agencies, they actually have to close and certify. These are the dates, actually. I'll give you a little close-up. Assessor comes first, 30 days, and then they have to certify the A-roll. Certify the A-roll. They have to make all the decisions public record. Then our research database can see all the homes that opened up a decision envelope, just like yours, and it'll snip out the ones who got the best deal, and we'll get those homes ready for you for the next agency. Always 4 to 6 months away. So we give you everything you need. We alert you when those dates hit. We arm you with everything you need to prove over taxation. You file your own appeals from home, and we have a robo-dialer that will remind you of deadlines. So you do nothing, you get nothing. You just got to be in there, and you got to be chipping away at it, especially if you plan on staying here. If you're thinking of leaving, you should know that we get about 10 customers a week who are signing up just to sell. Property taxes are the #1 concern of buyers. Sign up, take the 3-year package, we'll mail you some business cards. Your realtor can hand them out on walkthroughs and say, hey, I paid this company until April of 2021. They'll help you, give you everything you need to fight your property taxes, and any reductions will be yours. There's no cost to you whatsoever, and you just got to stay at it. So the website, appealunfairpropertytax.com. If you learned something here, there's a whole videos page there where you can become an expert. There's a YouTube channel, We Chop Prop Taxes on YouTube. There's a free evaluation form at the bottom of the website. Type it in. We just need 2 questions. Did you buy it in the last 5 years or appraise it in the last 3? Sometimes that helps you greatly. You'll see a happy client videos, video testimonials. Some people that got back more than $5,000. It's all theirs. We do not charge our clients for refunds or when you go down. We say you can send pizza. Angelo, we are family owned, 5 stars everywhere, and we look forward to helping your family. Enjoy the rest of your day.